Sisimulan ko lang doon sa punto nung level ng consanguinity kasi nasa 24 bills yung isinampa o ifinail dyan sa Kongreso. Parang ang daming kailangang tahitahiin.
24 po, 24 sa ngayon.
Yes, 24 sa ngayon. Ang dami nun. Parang ang daming biglang naging interesado dito sa panukalang ito. Ano? Pero, sir, pakipaliwanag nga sa amin. Kasi ang pinagdidebatihan, fourth level ng consanguinity, second ba level of consanguinity? Ano ba yung challenges and yung mga consideration sa pagdedesisyon kung anong level ng relasyon yung kailangan na ipasok sa panukala?
Well, unang-una dapat alam naman natin, ang sinasabi naman natin from the very beginning, it should be constitutionally compliant, legally viable, no? And not only that, it should be also practically enforceable. Yun naman din yung naging reason kung bakit karami may mga naging invitees din tayo sa committee hearing tulad halimbawa ni Justice Ascuna, retired Justice Ascuna, na para sa kanya is mas enforceable yung second degree of consanguinity and affinity rather than the fourth degree. Kasi unang-una, ang ititingnan mo dyan is whether it would be a disqualification. It would be the disqualification issue. Kasi pag disqualification issue, it would be it would have it would have more time for the commission to hold sessions, no, para i-disqualify. In fact, may mga levels of disqualification yan eh. Hindi lang outright yung en banc disqualification. Kasi ang sabi ng COMELEC, ang sabi ng commission, they are actually work on the basis of the Penera versus COMELEC na decision ng Supreme Court, wherein ang sinasabi that the candidate, even if nag-file siya on October, kasi normally October yung filing eh. So the only way that the candidate can be considered the candidate is once nang mag-start na po ang campaign period. So ibig sabihin, even if mag-file siya ng certificate of candidacy niya sa October, ay the only time na makukonsider siya na candidate is pag mag-start ng campaign period.
Kampanya.
So given for example na may fourth degree prohibition tayo, no, sa political dynasty natin, magsa-start lang magkaroon ng sessions. Halimbawa, if there will be disqualification cases against one particular candidate simply because of his or her relationship with other incumbent officials, it would take more time to actually COMELEC to decide whether or not this candidate would be disqualified because they really have to also observe yung due process. So yun ang isa sa mga problema, yung enforceability if it's fourth degree. Given the fact that archipelagic country po tayo and may mga cases po na magpinsan, halimbawa, kasi pangpinsan na yan eh, at saka kasama po yung asawa ng pinsan mo. So halimbawa, nakatira sa ibang lugar, tapos ikaw dito sa Mindanao, yung iba sa Luzon. So ang sabi po yung practical reason po na sinasabi ng commission, and this is also being agreed by some of the experts, constitutionalists, na talaga magkakaproblema ka when it comes to verification, no? Kasi as compared to yung sinasabi natin dito sa fourth degree na ban sa pag-appointment sa appointive positions, mas madali yun kasi ang basis mo is the appointive authority. Sino yung may kapangyarihan ng mga mag-appoint, yun po doon po magsa-start sa kanya yung point of reference to ban fourth degree civil relationship, no, from entering into public service by virtue of appointment emanated from the one that is exercising that power to appoint. Mas madali yon sa mga appointed. Pero sa elective kasi, you're talking about certificate of candidacy being filed on October by different parties. So, kaya ang sinasabi po ng iba, in terms of practicality and enforceability, mas easier po yung second degree civil relationship prohibition. Kasi may basis na rin po tayo dyan sa SK law. Meron na pong sa SK law na meron din pong second degree na ban, civil degree of relationship na prohibition. Hindi lang po yan sa SK law, meron din po tayo in the BARM, no? Yung electoral code po sa BARM ay second degree din po yung kanilang prohibition dyan. So mas according to COMELEC and according to many constitutionalists and experts, there's really no issue about the prohibition kasi dictation yan ng constitution eh. What is now the debate and the discussion revolves around the practicability of enforcement.
Mga kapatid, Brothers and sisters, saan ka pa? Dito na tayo sa totoo. Dito na tayo sa True FM.
Mga kapatid, mag-subscribe and follow po kayo sa social media accounts ng True Network PH. Yan po kami. Hanapin nyo lang True Network PH, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and podcast. Mapa-Apple or Spotify man yan, mahahanap nyo kami. Lahat ng mga napapanood at napapakinggan nyo po sa programa, nasa social media accounts namin yan. So, paano mga kapatid? See you sa social media!